Hey y'all, I'm going to head outside here in a minute and show y'all what's going on out in the garden after the big rainstorm we had this weekend. But I thought I'd start off here with an update on, this is a single seed challenge here. These are the Alma paprika peppers and they're doing beautifully. This is the first one and this is the second one. No, well, this one's getting its first true leaves on it, but this one is about a day behind. So, but they're looking very nice. I've got beautiful okra and zinnias growing here. The zinnias are a mix. And let me move these out of the way so I can turn the okra around. I've got, let's see, I've got, that is, the back one there is okra Burmese, and then I've got some red burgundy, or bowling red, some silver queen, and some jambalaya back there, and then some good old Clemson spineless, which is honestly my favorite right now, but it's like an old standby, and it always seems to do well. But I'm going to try the jambalaya because it's a new one at that I've never tried. I got the seeds from Haas Tools, and their trials have been beautiful and very productive. So I'm going to give them a try and see how well they do here. These are the yellow pear tomatoes that are getting their first true leaves on them. I thought I only put one seed in each one, but it looks like I put two. So I'll eventually have to go through these and choose the best one. Definitely going to have to get the okra up potted here soon, but we still have a chance of a freeze this coming week here. I believe Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, there's supposed to be a chance of a freeze at night. So I don't want to rush these. Oh, I just see a first little true leaf there. That's beautifully. Back in the back there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is rosemary growing back here. Let's see. Yeah, my camera's not going to do it. Let me move things out of the way so you can see real quick. Okay, there's rosemary growing there. And I replanted that parsley, but that parsley is actually for the daughter-in-law, not for me. I have my parsley growing outside. And the Norfolk pines that I up-potted are doing beautifully. Yeah, let's go take a look outside and see what's going on out there. Get the door open. It's an absolutely gorgeous day out here. Right around 60 degrees. There's still a lot of water out there, as you can see in my driveway. But, oh my goodness, look at these peas. They just shot up in this rainstorm. They must have grown 3 inches overnight. Look at this. That is just gorgeous. Now, the ones on this side are the spring blush, and the ones on this side are the Lincoln peas. And the spring blush are just really outpacing the Lincolns. That's just amazing. I love doing these trials to see how things grow, because I've never grown the spring blush before, but the Lincoln I grew last fall, and they produced pretty nice in spite of the weather being twerps to it. There is my trellis, and I may end up having to add some more stakes to it. I don't know. We'll see how well it works. I'm not sure on strawberries still. I really can't tell. I don't see anything growing in here, and I may have lost the strawberries in this tower, but I will replace them. Like I said, I've got 4 over there on the table waiting to be replanted, and I've got some growing around the base of my compost bin, but I really wanted to wait until the danger of all frost was passed before I do any more potting in here. The lettuce, this is the Bib Butterhead lettuce, is popping up and doing beautifully. Very excited with that. Let's see, can you see that one in there? There we go. I'm still learning how to focus this on these towers, especially when the seeds and stuff are way down the bottom. Now over here, this is exciting to me. These are my lilacs. Look at them putting out new little leaves. Now it may bloom this year. I'm not sure if it will or not, but I can hope. I'm excuse me. I'm just not really sure. We'll see. And then the irises are up and going strong. And the little, well, this is a rambling rose. It's actually a wild rose. And it's going rampant. It really is rambling. Look at how much that thing is just going. But it's getting its leaves. Give you a little bit more of a close up there. It's getting all of its leaves on it. We have to trim this thing, 3 or 4 times a year just to keep it out of the bird feeders and from taking over my little feeder station here. Just amazing how this rose just takes off. It was a tiny rose I had in a 5-gallon bucket. I think if you look back in some of my old videos, you might see it. And we put it here. My sister helped me dig a hole and we stuck it here. This is only the 2nd year it's been in the ground. Look at this. It's just, wow. Okay, let's get over here and take a look and see what else is going on. No potatoes up yet. Of course, I don't expect them to be, but I did end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 10-gallon and 4 of the 7-gallon grow bags. So, and they're all the russet Norcota potatoes. These are the cabbages in this one, and they're doing lovely. They just grew leaps and bounds with the rain. Oh my goodness, something in the air. It's probably the pollen in the air coming out, but going to bother me. These are radishes. Those are French breakfast in the back. And here in the front are China rose. Part of my turnips are looking fine, and part of them aren't. So I'm going to get out here and do some replacing with what's left in the little pack there. See, some of these, I'm just not sure. They sure did fall over. And this one here, yeah, that one's it looks like it's bothered at the bottom. So I'll have to pull out a couple of these and replace them. Over here, shallots. Oh goodness, I hope that wind doesn't really mess up with my microphone. We'll see. The shallots here are doing really nice. Interesting, the center ones are doing much better than those on the edge. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'll take any shallots I get because I just love cooking with them. Over here are onions. Some of the onions from this tiny seedlings that I planted just did not make it through the freeze. I can see that they've died, but there are still plenty of other onions in here growing, and there are a few shallots over here growing. So I'll have plenty of onions and shallots for just me. These are the other cabbages, and these two here, this one over here too, are just really growing great. They're the biggest of the 6 cabbages growing, and I really have high hopes that I'll get at least a couple cabbages out of this before it gets too hot. Once it gets hot here, things here bolt, and you just, yeah. But this is a 45-day cabbage, so hopefully I will get it before things get too cold or too hot. Over here, the carrots. These are the Gold Nugget, and they're looking pretty good. I did have to pull a couple out here and there that just weren't doing anything, but can you see them right here? These are the Oxheart carrots. There's quite a few of them popping up in here, so very exciting to see those. Come over here to the parsley. I did sprinkle some more seeds in here, and they'll pop up, you know, here eventually. But the ones that did survive seem to be doing just fine. I'm not going to look at the strawberries just yet. I just don't know. I may be ending up buying some more strawberry starts just to get my towers planted. The chives in here are doing beautifully. Looking really nice. Let me turn them around where they can get some more sun. And then these chives here are perking up. I did split these and give about half of what was in this bunch to my daughter-in-law in a pot. I'm really sure my rosemary bit the dust. So I'll either buy another plant or I'll plant some more from seed. I do have quite a few seeds. And it looks down here, my oregano and sage and thyme, I think they bit the dust too with that cold. These are the strawberries that I've got to get planted over in one of the towers. This is catnip. Oh yeah, wind is really going. And in here, can you see all these little popping up? These are calendula. They're just all kinds of them popping up here, lots and lots, which is very exciting. This is a mix, so it's a mix of different yellows and bronze colors. I'm kind of excited to see that. This is leeks that will be planted over here in this tower planter. But I'm leaving them in here until after that danger of the frost passes later in the week, because I may end up taking them in real quick along with this basil here and this sage and this thyme. There's a little bee balm there. But you know, I don't trust that the frost is going to not happen. I'm kind of up on a hill here, so if they're calling for a frost, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. I did plant some snapdragons in that one right there, but they haven't come up yet. But of course, I just planted them just a couple days ago, right before the rain, so it'll be a while. The Tom Thumb peas are doing well. Well, I can't turn this one around easily because I have the wheels locked. But the top two rows here are Tom Thumb peas, and they're popping up very nicely. I put 2 to 3 peas in each one of these sections, and it looks like most of them are germinating. We'll see how well they do. With them being a dwarf, they should be just fine in this tower planter. So I'm looking forward to lots and lots of peas this year. Over here is my native fern, getting new little fronds, and it's got some lovely moss down in there too. Still nothing on the mum. I see no growth down in there. So more than likely I'm going to be pulling that one out. So anyway, there is the garden after the big rainstorm. Most things made it through just fine. And it's supposed to be dry for a few days, so hopefully I can get out here and do the turnips and do a little bit of cleanup. As you can see, the ground really needs to have some trimming and weeding before it takes over on me. Now, I did order another green stock planter, or I ordered the leaf planter, which is like the top here on that one. They're slightly shorter. And I have plans to put flowers in it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it in my garden here, since I really have no more space. I may move the table out and put the leaf planter there and then space these other pots out somewhere else, but we'll see when it gets here. But it's earmarked for just flowers. Anyway, I'm going to go back in the house and here in a second and let the birds back over here so they can feed. if you liked my video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and share the video around. Help me grow my channel. And if you like shorter videos, I am over on TikTok now. And I put 2 or 3 videos up nearly every day. Just little vignettes in my garden. I will talk to everybody later.